continued, he had the everlasting gobstopper in his pocket, and had he walked out of the chocolate factory with it in, basically he would have committed theft. And Grandpa Joe's like, "Come on, Willie, let's get out of here. Or come on, Charlie, let's get out of here." And Charlie didn't subscribe to that. Charlie said, he was so innocent, but it showed he could. People say, "Oh, it's not what you do, it's what you don't do." Well, sometimes it's what you do too. Like sometimes you have to do something. And so he had to physically return the gobstopper before he walked out that door, because he would have been, and that's why, Wonka turns to him and says, "Charlie, you did it, my son, you did it." Then, basically, like I said, he's like Peter Gabriel. I mean, not Peter Gabriel, but like St. Peter at the gates of heaven. You know what I mean? So he ends up inheriting the kingdom. Because he's like, I need someone else to, carry this on for me and do this, that, and the other. And I needed someone innocent and pure heart, and somebody who's, because you can't have somebody who has one of these, he has to be a virtuoso. You can't have, how could, Elon Musk said, he had to do a lot of things himself because he couldn't really trust nobody else to do it. You get that feeling where, like, I have to do this. I am sent here to do this job, and I can't pawn it off on somebody else because they don't either have the vision, the skill, the ability, the sacrifice. Tesla. He gave up, basically a life of celibacy. No children, no woman, because he said, I have more important things to do. So you have to sacrifice things in this life, and who knows what it's going to be. And it's not what people like. Oh, well, you're gonna like, oh, Kanye sacrificed his mother, and Elvis sacrificed his mother. All these fucking conspiracy shits. But I guarantee he wished he probably spent more time with his mother at the time, because he had to sacrifice this. You might have to do things where you can't be around your children very much. You can't be around your wife. And why even have a children and a wife to make them suffer like that? It's probably better off not to have the child or the wife in the first place. Even the Bible says that. It's pretty, it's better off not to marry in a lot of situations. But here goes my babe. Here goes my little pretty baby, Layla. And there goes Sebastian. Yep. Sebastian Bach, the coolest kitty on the block. That's real now. Hey, I'm going to fill in some blanks or whatever, and I'll catch up with y'all. Much love.